Hey everybody, welcome to day 4 of our Canadian adventure along Lake Superior. Today we are in Thunder Bay at Fort William Historic Park.
And it is Monday, so it is Canada Day today.
Yeah, so if you're enjoying this series, please like, subscribe, and share our videos, and we're gonna go check this place out.
Yeah, so stay tuned.
Yep. Alright, so we just got our tickets to enter the fort. I think for the 3 of us it was around $35 Canadian. And they have this nature trail that you can take to the fort, and she said it's about a 15-minute walk. Or you can take a shuttle if you don't want to walk, or if you can't walk. So we're gonna take the trail and see what that is. Looks pretty cool so far.
I have some scribbled there. I'll move it.
Okay, so this has blueberries, rice, wild rice, and maple syrup, and they mix it up, and that's what one of the things they like to eat.
It's good.
Yeah,
You can
It's
really
like a
taste
snack.
the blueberry.
Cool.
Be careful there.
They're getting all the instructions, eh? Yeah. Music.
So now we are entering the fort.
I had heard that. Actually, I had heard that.
The proprietor here at Fort William. So he is ensuring that everything is running smoothly throughout the entirety of Fort William, throughout the whole entire year, so not just the rendezvous months. So we are living on that side of the home with our daughter Margaret. We are also sharing the residence though. So we have a claim over this side, whereas on the opposite side is actually reserved for the schooner ship captain, who is traveling from Sault Ste. Marie to Fort William, bringing goods that are much too large to carry by canoe. Not sure if you've ever tried to put a cow into a canoe before. Yeah, doesn't work very well, does it? So the schooner ship is really good to bring over livestock, furniture, barrels of foodstuffs, as well as material for our tradesmen to be working with and creating things out of. Even the glass you see in the windows would have been brought over by schooner ship, packed very, very tightly, but most of it would break anyways. And the last person that's going to be living here with us during the winter months, just along the back wall here, there is one more kind of secret room, and that's reserved for the cook of Fort William, George Hans. He'll be over in the kitchen today, so he is in charge of preparing and planning all of the meals for all the gentlemen eating there in the Great Hall during rendezvous, which could be upward of 100 to 150 men. So he's quite busy during this time, so he'll actually be living right now above the kitchen with the other manservants and the baker. But That's only because during Rendezvous we see upward of about 1,000 to 2,000 people here at Fort William, whereas when Rendezvous is over after the second week of August, we only have about 24 to 30 people living here year-round. Mm-hmm.
Was it this big at that time then? All
Yes.
the buildings? Wow,
Yes.
just with 24 people.
Yes, so most of the buildings are actually getting closed for the winter and locked up. The only open ones are actually going to be the trading post, the wintering house, the tradesman's house, Mr. Tate's home, and the farm cottages. Those are the only buildings that will be open. The rest of them will be shut down after Rendezvous is over and cleaned out. But luckily, as it is called the wintering house, this home is winterized. The walls are insulated with hay and clay, and then there's a layer of Parisian plaster, and of course white paint to hold kind of everything together. The roof in this building and the ceiling is a lot lower, and that's to keep heat downward. We also have 3 heat sources throughout the whole entire home, when some places only have 1, if none at all. So one in my husband's study, 1 in the common area, and 1 on the ship captain's side. And what's nice about this building is, let's say the schooner ship captain decides to stay in Sault Ste. Marie for the winter, we can close off his side of the building with all the doors and keep all the heat more directed towards our side of the building, which is nice. But my favorite part is the fact that the door actually opens inward, because my husband's jokes can get quite tiresome, and when it snows, I'm able to actually claw my way out and be able to go and take my reprieve and snowshoe around Fort William.
So this is the wintering house. So that was the wintering house again, and that's where they would stay for the winter. The people that ran the fort, as well as the schooner captain. So there's a stone store. Very cool. Lots of barrels. Here we have some blankets.
Here you are in the gentleman's shop. So this is, you have 2 shops. You have the necessary shops on one side and you have the gentleman shops on the other side. This is more the luxury goods that you can find here. So clothing, tableware, sanitary products, tobacco, tea, all sorts of like extra things that you could buy with your wage.
Got a size 12?
Oh, very good question. I do not believe so.
Oh, that's why I can't buy any then.
So there wouldn't be any money transaction here. There would be like an account book. So your name would be written on the account book, and then everything you're purchasing would be listed there and then taken off your wage at the end of your contract. So it's easily to overspend. But yeah, so we have, did you see any partners on site today? No, those guys with the top hat?
Not yet.
Not yet. They might be hiding in the Great Hall. So if you see them, that's like, those are the kind of person who would do their shopping here. And if you want to play dress up, we do have a few things. We have voyageur outfits and we have European dresses outfits, if you want to try something on. Do you? Yeah? You don't know? Do you want to have a look at it before you take a decision? Yeah. Okay. Do you want to look at the dresses? Okay. Go through the layers. Yes, it works. Great. So we're going to try to reposition that properly. There. I'm going to attach the front tie first. So kids' clothing would be very big and attached with ties because kids are growing fast.
Right.
And we don't want to buy dresses every year or every 6 months. Not that we don't want, but we don't necessarily have the money for it. So they would have lots of ties at the front, at the back, and then they would have pleats at the bottom to make the dress longer. Kids' dresses would not be touching the floor. This is more of an adult thing. So when you start to have a dress that touches the floor, it means that you've reached the age of young adulthood. Here you are. Okay, let's find a hat. Pink ribbon or brown ribbon?
Pink ribbon.
Pink ribbon. So this goes under your ponytail. It's like,
Can you wear something like this every day?
I don't know. I mean, if you had to wear the same type of style clothes every day, it might get a little boring, I think. Because
yeah.
I mean, I do wear dresses, but not all the time. So that's why.
See how we're used now to have many dresses and to type of clothing in our wardrobe, but like in 1815 you would have.
Are those hooks? Fish type hooks?
Oh yeah.
Oh, here, they're heavy. Let's go.
Prison. You going?
Well, this is the prison.
No? Yeah, go ahead. You don't have to stay this.
So when you get in trouble.
He's been in there for a couple 100 years, so.
Say a story. He gets drunk and.
Oh God, that scared me.
Oh, this is pretty big.
That scared me.
Yeah.
It looked like it sounded like it came from right there, actually.
That is a hornet. It's pretty cool.
Oh, good job.
The one just on the side there. Oh, yes.
What did you eat this? You had a bagel this morning.
I know I had a bagel this morning.
This is fun. I like doing this kind of stuff.
This is sticker.
Having fun?
Yeah. I
Are you
like
having
this
fun,
kind of
Adeline?
stuff.
Huh?
Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Are you
Are you-
learning a lot?
Kinda. I don't know. Yeah.
Are you appreciating life more? I like it.
So any of the work that needs to be done on them, the armor can do here. So when you're repairing any of the metal bits, he has this full any of the work that needs to be done on them, the yardman can do here. So when he's repairing any of the metal bits, he has his forge, any of the wooden stocks or templates or anything. He has, yes, he has.
Now that one you're working on, was that quite a scatter gun?
So that's a blunderbuss. So yeah, it's a scatter gun. Yeah. Not very accurate past 20 yards, but since the barrel's flanged out,
just covering a bunch.
Exactly, it spreads it out.
That's more of a shotgun.
Pretty much, yeah. So not very.
No, it was somebody coming in the window. You didn't miss.
You'd actually fire it like this.
Yeah.
Because it would be too much if it went back like that.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Somebody's coming in the window. He ain't getting past the window.
Well, this one's actually a naval piece.
Okay.
So this would be used typically on ships, just because it's a brass. The seawater and everything was rusted out, like the cast iron one that's right there, which I'll be cleaning next, unfortunately. Yes, but you have to be very, very. Well, this one you don't have to be as cautious because it is brass. But with any of the metal barrels or anything, you have to be very cautious to clean them almost immediately after, because black powder is very corrosive. If you corrode your barrel, it doesn't really work that well anymore, which is why those ones are there. Then you get cleaned out properly, so now they don't work.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, no problem. Have a great day.
Don't eat those.
Yes. Don't eat
You don't
them.
want to touch them too much. You don't want to eat them.
They're not chewing gum. I breathe lead. That's what our solder is. How are you folks today?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh no, can't complain yet. Soon though.
It's a beautiful day.
Well, yeah. Busy day though.
Yeah.
Just me and Andre and the tinsmith though, but we're manning it down, and then I believe we have to do cannons later as well. So
Okay.
we have a lot of work to do today, but that will be out on the wharf at 2.
Okay.
2, yes. Hopefully at least. That's what I was told.
All right.
They're
Cool.
gonna chase me down at 1 o'clock. Where were you?
Well, thank you.
Yes, no problem. Have a great day.
You
Thanks,
too.
you too.
Flintlock musket. That means that this piece of flint is going to hit the piece of steel, put a spark in the pan. That'll ignite the powder. Pour in there.
They're not real stylish, are they?
Yeah.
I know, I know.
That'll send a flash through a hole into the barrel. Which will ignite the powder. Then you pour it down the muzzle. Normally this would be followed with a piece of paper wrapped around a lead ball, but they don't like holes in things around here, so you just stick with paper.
I was thinking I'd put it down.
Compromise.
I did, because it was nice. And yeah, it's put down. Oh dear. Okay. Well, I technically I was trying to find some more twill tape, but 1 inch or whatever. Or 3/4. Yeah. Well, I mean, you could use one. It's so wide, and then the ties are wide.
Your protection on now.
Half an inch.
Bring this up to your right shoulder. Okay. Hand out here.
I've used, I think, as narrow
You're pull this all the way back, and on the count of 3, you're going to pull the trigger. Okay?
so I figure I'll use that for the
Take care. 1, 2, 3.
Oh! Yeah, when you fold it over, it opens.
Set, good. All right, take care.
Well, anyway,
3, 2, 1, fire.
This is the canoe shed.
Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
A lot of canoes.
You come take a look at all of our canoes.
How long does it take?
About 300 hours.
Wow.
So half of that is just collecting all of the material, and then the other half is actually building it like we're doing today. So I think we have about 5 or 6 hours done out of the 150 that we have left out of all of that. So yeah, 2 days ago we laid down the birch bark on the bottom. And that took us about 3 hours, and we've been on the sides, and that's been there for about 2 or 3 other hours, I believe. So, still a lot to do.
There's the hospital. So if you needed to go to the hospital, this is where you would go. It's like maybe storage in here. Office, possibly. Guide's house. Checkers.
Oh, the flashes.
Handguard. So up here they have an observation tower that we're check out.
So, I've broken my coat, but it's alright, I will fix it. So, it is 4 courses consisting of anywhere from 7 to 13 individual dishes. Yeah.
But who prepares all of that?
So, that is going to be my personal valet, George Hans. So, he is, he went to school to be a valet because you have to go to school to be a butler.
Social studies.
Oh yeah.
A little bit. Because this is how it would be kind of set up. It would either be a big longhouse with a room with beds.
This is where the people that were higher up in the trade companies would have been staying when they were here. This is the last section we're going to check out here, and then we're going to head back to the truck and have some lunch. Here we have the dairy and ice house.
I'm tired.
Salut,
Hi.
how are you folks doing?
Good.
We're just about to start churning some butter, so maybe you could give my friend here some helping hands.
To wash your hands, there's a pump right outside. Perfect, just like that. And you can feel it all sloshing around in there, but the longer you go, the more it'll change. You'll feel it. It'll get a lot stickier, and then it'll get really hard to bring up and down, and then you know it's ready when it gets splashy again, because all the fat, all the cream has really come together, and the rest, the excess buttermilk, is just sitting there and it's gotten out of the butter, so it'll be splashy, and that's when you know it's done.
There's nothing in here.
Oh, just a barn. It's cool though.